What's going on? This is Mo from Mo Knows Best, and I am putting together a little tutorial video to help people with setting up their Cypher Circuit profile. If you sign up for the site, I want to say thank you for your support. It's important to us that as a member, everything on your profile is set up correctly. One of the biggest things that happens, a mistake, is that people don't set up their profile right, and then when people come to the site to visit it, they don't think that the artist didn't set their profile up right. They think that the website isn't working. So it's a bad look for both the website and for the artist, so we want to make sure that everything is right. So here are a couple little tips in setting everything up. Now, whenever you're searching through the site, as a member, if you're logged in, you could always get back to your profile by clicking the member login in the upper right hand corner. When you do that, it'll bring you to the back end of your profile. Now, just for the purpose of this video, I kept everything out of the profile just so I can kind of show you how to set some things up. First and foremost, you have your display name. You can make it whatever you want. It's important that you don't have periods and hyphens and all this other crazy stuff because it makes it more difficult for people to search you. If you just have plain letters, when someone comes to the site and searches something that's similar to your name, you're going to pop up. So you just want to leave out all those crazy characters. The next thing is the city. For us, we're from New York, so we're going to put in New York as the city. Now, if you live in some obscure city, you want to put in whatever the main city is that you're near. This works in like a group thing. So if someone comes to the site and they search for MCs in New York and put in New York, they don't want to see like one particular town. They're going to search for all the MCs in that area. So make sure that whatever your city is just the main city that you live by. The next thing is your website. You can put in whatever domain you want. You can send it to your Reverb Nation, your Bandcamp, any of those other sites. You know, for us, we are a website, so I'm just going to put in cyphercircuit.com, and it should be pretty simple. You know, you don't need to put in the www. As you can see, we already have the HTTP, so you just want to put in whatever the domain is. For the bio, that's another thing that people tend to keep off for whatever reason, but you want to write something about yourself. As an artist, you want people to learn more about you. The more that they know about you, the more likely they are to support you. So we already have something pre-written, so I'm just going to kind of paste that in right now. This is limited to 500 characters. We did that because the fact is people don't read anymore, so we wanted it to be short and sweet. Just write in a little something something. What is that, like 3 tweets or whatever it is? Write in something so people kind of know a little bit about you. The next thing is the profile image. Now, if you go to a website and you see a whole bunch of generic thumbnails, it's unlikely that you're going to click on one of those thumbnails. People like pictures, so make sure you update your picture. It's very simple. You just hit edit image, and then you can go to wherever you want on your computer, select the file. We already have one ready to go, and it will automatically upload into this section. You can also drag and drop into this box right here, so it's very, very simple to use. As far as updating, you want to make sure that you have a square image. If for some reason your image is not uploading, it's probably too big. So you want to kind of find something that's web size, and if you have a problem with it being web size, feel free to email to us and we will gladly resize it for you and send it back to make things simple. The next part is your social media links. Now, people kind of get messed up here because they like to put in the @ sign or the www dot whatever. As you can see, we already have that already set up. The HTTP, all that stuff is already in. So all you need to enter is your handle. So for Instagram, ours is Cypher Circuit. So we're just going to put that in. As you can see on these other ones, I already have them in here ready to go. Now, 2 of the social media handles that people always mess up is YouTube and the Facebook. Now, a lot of times people don't necessarily have the YouTube handle to match their name. You don't want to put in your name. You want to put in whatever is at the top here as far as for your YouTube domain. So for us, we have Cypher Circuit NYC, so that's what we're going to enter. But for a lot of people, they still have like the user number, blah, blah, blah. And if that's what shows up when you go to your YouTube page, that is what you want to enter into the back end of your profile. Same thing with Facebook. A lot of people don't have their official names, so you want to make sure that whatever is coming up as the domain on those particular websites is what you're entering. We also have a mail button. This is for email, so if someone wants to get in contact with you, they could just email you. It'll open up whatever their email browser is, and they could send you an email directly. That way, you know, maybe they want to work with you, whatever. Makes things really simple. The next thing is the video. The video player, a lot of people get tripped up on this because they don't necessarily understand the way web stuff works, but you do not need to put in a full YouTube link or anything like that. You only need to enter the video code. So as you can see, we have most of the information already inputted where you just need to enter the video code, the part that's in yellow. So if you go to a YouTube video, for the purpose of this, I'm going to go to the Murder Beat 1 year anniversary cipher. Up in the browser, you can see that it says youtube.com/watch?v equals, and then that is the video code. So it's basically anything after the video, after the equal sign, is what you want to enter. So if you go back to the profile, you can see that we already have the majority of that in. So then you just need to paste in whatever those numbers are after the equal sign, and then your video should play properly on your profile. The next thing is the music embed player. Now, this isn't just sharing a link. You actually need to embed a player. It's a little bit confusing for some people who don't get it, but actually SoundCloud, Bandcamp, they all make it pretty simple for you. If you go to the page that you want to feature, go to the home page, you have the option to share a song, or you could share your whole entire page. So I always recommend to share your entire page. You're going to click the share button and you'll see that there's share and there's embed. Again, you want to embed this. So we're going to click on that and then you'll see that a player pops up and there's a code. This is the code that you want to enter into your profile. So we're going to copy the code from SoundCloud and then we're going to paste it into the back end. It's going to be some crazy long HTML code that's really difficult to understand. But fortunately, you don't need to understand it. You just need to paste it in here. We've done the rest for you. The next part is the expertise. So a lot of people don't really understand what this is, but this helps the search options on the front end of the website. So if you go to the members page on the website, you'll see that we actually have a whole bunch of different search options so people can find you. So if you just want to look at beatboxers, you can click on beatboxers and then all people that have clicked beatboxers will pop up. So whatever you do in hip hop, that's what you want to click on here. So we're going to go MC, brand, hip hop head, and producer for Cypher Circuit. And now when people search for those, that's how they're going to be able to find us. The next thing is your purchase music or merch link. We've set this up with a button where you could send people wherever you want. So if you want to send them to your latest song that's available on iTunes, or maybe your Bandcamp, or maybe you have shirts available on a website, you enter in whatever that domain is. So for this, we have cyphercircuit.com /shop. That's where we sell our merch at. So I'm going to put in the shop thing. Should be very simple. If people could click it, just goes right there and use it however you want to use it. Again, it's an open domain. It's a button that you could use however you'd like. The next section is the top 5 members. Similar to what they used to do on MySpace back in the day with the top 8 friends, we allow people to put 5 other members that they are cool with. And this section works really simple. As you can see, I already have some names in here, but to find a new name, all you need to do is start typing in a couple letters from the name, and then we set it up with the programming where it will automatically suggest members who are similar to that name. So for example, let's say I put in MC because I want to find MCRE. You'll see that all the different options of MCs that have anything in there pop up, and then here is MCRE. You click on that, and then when you're done, you finish the other 4 other members who you want to feature. You hit Save Changes. And now your profile should be good to go. Now to get to your profile, you just hit the profile image on the back end, and when you come to the front end, you now see that everything should be set up correctly. You know, test everything out. Click on the buttons. Click on the website button. Click on your social media handles. Make sure that everything is going to the right places. Your video player, if it's not hooked up right, you're not going to see the video. If it is hooked up right, it should look like this. Your top 5 members, same thing. Your SoundCloud player or Bandcamp player should show up, and your click here to purchase this member's music or merch. Click on that, make sure everything works. If it doesn't work out right, again, just go right back to your member login, enter in the correct information, test it out, and make sure it's right. If your profile's right, it's going to work better for you. Remember, like having profiles online is basically having a commercial for you that's running 24/7, 365. So you want to make sure that if somebody does end up stumbling upon your profile, that they're seeing the right information. And you know, as a member of Cypher Circuit, that we're promoting Cypher Circuit really hard. So we do that so people end up back on the website and potentially end up on your profile. So it's a bad look if they end up on your profile and your stuff isn't right. So just set everything up correctly. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us anytime through the contact page. You know, ask us whatever you want to ask. We get back to everyone within 24 to 48 hours, and we're here to help you out. So again, we want you to be right, so work with us. Again, thank you for your support. This is Mono's Best from Cypher Circuit, and I'm signing out.